Hey guys, how's it going? Joelster here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And finally, I have the brand new Vizio M-Series. This is the 2019 model 4K HDR Quantum Dot TV from Vizio this year. And so far, it looks beautiful. We're going to do the unboxing. I'm going to check out the, what's inside the box. We're going to find out some settings for setting up the TV pretty much. And then we're going to do some tests later on in future videos. Running this TV with the Xbox One X, testing movies, how movies look on this TV, all the functions, everything. I go through everything, and at the end of all those videos, I'm going to finally do my review. This is how I do my reviews in this channel. If you're new to this channel, that's how we do it. Unboxing, we test it, and then at the end, I talk about, everything, my final review. I'm very excited about this. If you guys want to see more on this, make sure you like and subscribe. Welcome to the channel. I'm Joelster, and let's do this. So the whole TV is made of plastic and it's a bit on the thick side. All the electronics are located at the bottom, so you'll notice it's a bit bigger in that section. You also notice the speakers in the back are facing backwards, which is not the optimal position, but as I always recommend to get at least a soundbar if you want to get a better audio experience. The ports are located in the right hand side of the TV along with some quick access buttons. There is an Ethernet port, the antenna connection, RCA audio ports, and HDMI 1 and 2, and number 1 being the ARC for audio. On the side you'll find port number 3 and 4, more RCA ports for audio and video, and one USB port. And you'll find the power port located on the left hand side of the TV. The legs expand up to 38 inches and 10 inches depth. The bezels are small with brushed aluminum finish at the bottom, which makes the TV look nicer. The sides and top bezels are also very small, which makes the TV look a little bit bigger and much slicker. So I continue with the initial setup and privacy settings, which is something that some people don't like, but it is necessary. Alright guys, so I have everything set up. I'm ready to go. I connected my Netflix account in here. I also connected YouTube. Well, pretty much all the apps are right here at the bottom. And this is like a quick access to all these applications. There's a lot of them. To be honest, there's a lot of them. You can customize them if you want to. And then over here on top, we have something like more also of the quick access if you want to just jump into these TV shows or movies. I mean, this is pretty much the same operating system as last year's Vizio TVs. I remember I reviewed the P-Series. I don't know if you guys remember, which was a really good TV, beautiful picture, beautiful contrast. And even though it didn't have quantum dot, but I thought it just looked beautiful. I had problems with HDMI ports. That's why I just didn't like that. But hopefully we don't have any of those problems with this one. All right, so let me jump into things that I do like about this TV. So the first thing I noticed on this TV is the brightness. Even though this is set at 400 nits of peak brightness, it is not bad. Let me tell you guys, it is not bad at all. Right now I'm sitting in this room. It's not that bright, it's not that dark either, and I can still see the colors. They do pop, and it's also because of the quantum dot. quantum dots on this TV does enhance the picture. I can still see a lot of highlights, as you guys can see right now in this picture. So I like that. Even though it's a 400, I can only imagine the 600 is probably going to be a lot better. And same with the P-Series Quantum X. So when it comes down to brightness, this TV, it's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. Now contrast is also pretty good. You can see a lot of details right here. The bright is really bright and the dark is kind of dark, but there are some problems. I'm going to talk about it in just a little bit. Before I continue, let me just go into the menu. I'm going to show you some of the picture settings that there is available in here. So as soon as you turn on the menu, there's also options for picture, for audio, for the network, timers, input settings. So right here in input settings, this is where you turn on HDR. But right now I don't have that option because I have nothing connected to my TV. I'm going to use my consoles on the future videos. So right now I don't have that option, but you can see right here, you have full UHD color, full chroma, picture position, everything. All right, so we're gonna take a look at that in another video. So my first struggle with this TV right now is the input lag. There is a lot of input lag or delay from the controller of the TV when I'm trying to access all this, picture settings and everything. There is more things over here, the CEC, power mode, TV name, I mean like everything you can customize in here. But let me go into the picture. So like I said, there's a lot of delay on the controller, and this is one of the negative things I really hate about this TV. And I remember when I reviewed the Sony X900F, I had the same problem. And I think it's because of the Google Chromecast operating system that they have. For some reason, they struggle when it comes down to on these TVs. So right here in picture mode, I have HDR10. So this is running on HDR. Right now, you can get HDR out of this YouTube right here on the app from the TV. So this is the standard, and then this is the calibrated. And then, so you see, I'm trying to change the picture mode, and it just doesn't react. This is the third time I pressed the controller. Now I finally changed. So calibrated dark. This is good for dark rooms. Let me see. So this is vivid. It looks very bright, but the colors, I feel like they're oversaturated. And then this is game. So this is just game picture mode. It's not the game mode. And this is computer. And then this is standard. So I have it set on standard right now. And the backlight is up to 70. Brightness is up to 50. Contrast is 50. As a matter of fact, let me just, if this controller would work, it will be much better. But let me set up the contrast. I usually have the contrast all the way up to like 90, so I can have better highlights. So I'm gonna set it up into 90 right now. All right, guys. So another issue, another problem I'm having with this TV is the blooming or light blade. There is a lot of light blade on this TV. And let me show you right now. You notice how on the top left corner and the bottom right corner, there's tons of blooming coming out just like out of nowhere. So over here, you can also see, you notice on the little square on each letter, notice the blooming on the right hand side. There's a lot of light bleed, and it jumps. You can make it, you can play with it from each side. So there is tons of light bleed on this TV right now. There's a way to fix it, but let me just show you real quick. So there's a way to fix it, kind of, if you reduce the backlight. So if you want to, you can adjust this real quick, but of course it's going to make the TV a lot dimmer. But I noticed that right here from 74 to 75, there's a big difference. Even though right now it's 73, 74. Yeah. So from 73 to 74, there is a big, huge difference. Notice? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it at 73 right now. The brightness is at 50, so I'm not going to touch that. Contrast is at 90, color. The rest of this is pretty much good. The black detail is off. Let me see if I have it at low. Maybe it'll make it better. And the local dimming is at high. Let me just turn it into medium. No, didn't do much. Let me see if it works. Let me turn it low. Okay, so if I turn this local dimming into low, it'll make a lot blooming pretty much everywhere. So it's like having no local dimming pretty much. So I don't want to use that. Let me just go into at least medium. But in this case, I'm just going to put it into high to make the best out of local dimming. Now remember, this is only 16 dimming zones. So it could be like the other model, the other M series. It has 90 dimming zones. So it could be better. But this is what I'm reviewing right now. But if I had the choice, I would probably go for the other M series or probably for the P series. So right now, this is the only like a good solution I found to reduce blooming or light blink. As you guys notice, it is a big difference. Another thing I noticed is the upscaling. It is not that good as compared to the Samsung TV I have. I wanted to show you some footage, but YouTube keeps blocking my video for copyright, even from over-the-air channels. So this is my 5th attempt to uploading this video, so I just wanted to explain my experience. While watching 720p footage, the picture looked blocky and the low resolution is very noticeable, so don't expect a clear and sharp image from DVDs or over-the-air channels on this TV. So far, this has been my initial experience with this TV, and it is not a good one. The delay from the remote is pretty bad. It makes you not want to use the remote or play around with the settings. The blooming and the light bleed is very noticeable unless you're willing to sacrifice brightness by reducing the backlight, and the upscaling is not as good as compared to other TVs. So in my next video, I will be testing the input lag and my experience with gaming on this TV with the Xbox One X. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. I'm Jolster, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Jolster out.